So Gaulila is more generous than Krishna Lila. Of course, Navadvipa, the abode of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, is no less valuable than Vrindavan, the abode of Krishna. The same rasa which is found in Vrindavan is present in another feature in Navadvipa. Some devotees have a special attraction for Vrindavan Lila. Others have a special attraction for Navadvipa Lila. And the third group represents both camps. But Navadvipa is the most generous. In Vrindavan, the pastimes of Krishna are confined to a confidential circle. But in Navadvipa, those pastimes are distributed. So Gaulila is more generous than Krishna Lila. Next headline is quick progress without a good foundation invites a negative reaction. Our highest aspiration is to achieve the service of Srimati Radharani. But in the beginning we must approach Sri Nityananda, Prabhu, through his manifest representation, the Guru. Nityananda Prabhu consolidates the foundation which helps us progress further in devotion. So quick progress without a good foundation invites a negative reaction. So the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu is our primary necessity. This approach culminates in the service of Srimati Radharani. Nityayera karuna hope prajukada Krishna bhave. So to Nityananda he is most merciful. He is not taking offense. As we know from Jaga and Martin, they even throw pot on his head that blood was coming, but he did not have. He excused them. He did not take it as offensive. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the next step is that he could not tolerate. But Nityananda, he was going to cut them. But Nityananda, he said, please stop, don't do anything. You are coming now this time in Kali Yuga to be most merciful. So Nityananda is even more merciful than Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So we have to approach Krishna through the mercy of Nityananda. Nityananda also is manifested in Guru. For those who are beginners, who are at the beginning stage of spiritual life, they should take a Nityananda, means in Guru, bona fide Guru. And he will bring us further, qualify us, bring us close to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Lord himself. And what is the Lord's pastimes in his later years? His Radha Govinda Lila. He was always deep, absorbed in Radha and Krishna. So in this way, step by step, we have to approach the most intimate or the highest, Radha and Govinda. But through Nityananda, we should always stick to him. On our level, we should always pray to Lord Nityananda. Be merciful, please help me, that I'm not making offenses, that I'm not going. Otherwise, we have not this good foundation in our spiritual life. It will invite a negative reaction that may harm us. So our position in the line of servitors is the negative. To be reinstated as a servant of a servant to the extreme degree is the philosophy of Gaudiya Vaishnavism. Our goal is not to become one with Krishna, to receive service. We want to render service. The predominated moiety of the Absolute Truth is negative potency. Means we take ourselves not as the subject, we are the object. We should take the negative side. We are not the doers, we are the servants. We are not, should not expect service from others or service from God, Krishna. We should take the opposite side, the negative side. Our goal is not to become one with Krishna to receive service. We want to render service. The predominated moiety of the Absolute Truth is negative potency. The energy that serves and the predominating moiety receives that service. Our best interest will be reached when, according to our constitutional nature, we attain our position in the line of servitors, in the negative, predominated moiety, not by considering ourselves one with the positive, predominating moiety. We cannot approach Krishna or Supreme or higher devotees even on the same level where we are. I see this from some beginners who have not understood spiritual life. We have to be very careful. See Krishna on our level, or to see Nityananda or Gauranga or our Divine Master on our level. We have to approach always as a servant. The safest way to approach Radha and Govinda. By the grace of Nityananda Prabhu, we develop our attraction for Sri Gauranga. If we receive the grace of Sri Gauranga, we receive everything in the highest degree. And that is the safest way to approach Radha Govinda. If we try to achieve Radha Govinda in some other way, our attempt will naturally be artificial and defective. If we approach Radha Govinda directly, avoiding Sri Gauranga, there will be great difficulty. So ecstasy can exist by itself. Neither existence nor consciousness is complete in themselves. Consciousness alone hankers for ecstasy. And existence without consciousness is to exist with no purpose. Both existence and consciousness are subservient to ecstasy. To come to the plane of ecstasy, we shall have to dive deep into reality. We must not be satisfied with the former, the superficial. Our attitude should be one of humility. And if we think that we are being known wrong, still we should be patient, and under no circumstances should we work for our own position. That should be our aim. Slow and steady wins the race. So our march towards the infinite is a long journey, not to be finished within a few hours, a few days, a few years. Eternal existence, consciousness, and fulfillment, ecstasy, are the three principles of our ultimate destination. First, we must eliminate this mortal existence. Then we must satisfy our reason, our consciousness. And finally, we must satisfy our heart. Is there anything to add or to press? Mahaprabhu gives the highest. So Vaikuntha is the beginning plane. It is just after realizing Brahman, if you cross the Vidachari, you enter to Vaikuntha. Even said that demons who are very advanced in spiritual understanding, but still they can also enter, they can visit Vaikuntha. But they cannot go further. Because this Radha Govinda is the highest, it is the most intimate pastimes, or the most intimate private, confidential. The Lord is showing in these pastimes. And there are no unqualified persons. No, without Gauranga's mercy, very hard. That's because the demigods stay in row, they want to come. Take birth in this planet, because Gauranga Mahaprabhu just left 500 years, is not much. So they want to take birth here and become a member of the followers of Gaudiya line, the line of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu. The possibility then this is also the South Indian Sampradaya Ramanuja. They are mainly in the Vaikuntha mood. They are worshipping the Lord in the pomp and the opulence, and very nice worship going on. But different moods, Madhvas also, Vishnu Swami, they are practicing, but if you want to go to the most highest advanced plane, or if you feel attracted to this, then we are able, we have to get the mercy of Nityananda and Gauranga, and we can attain and understand Radha Govinda. Could it be? So we are fortunate that we don't know if we realize how fortunate we are. You know, but yes, we have to practice. We have to follow the teachings of the Lord, and He is showing us how to we attain this highest understanding. So many will feel attracted to this level. They want God seen a different way as the whole energy of Vaikuntha, where God is sitting on a high throne and is surrounded with his servants and served, and millions of his expansions souls are coming and going and worshipping him. This mood is in Puri also, in Puri temple, coming every day, thousands and thousands going, and the Purivasis, those who live in Puri, they are members of Vaikuntha. They say they have 4 hands in reality. So they are very fortunate, but in a hidden place, there is also Mahaprabhu. When he came to Puri, this is not openly shown. You will find it in the Gaudiya Vaishnava line. You will find this hidden secret there. Otherwise, Mahaprabhu's most ecstatic pastimes he performed in Puri. Very intimate, very close. We cannot imagine. We can read in Chaitanya Charitamrita, but there's no book in this world who gives description like this. How the ecstasy and how he manifested his ecstasy. Even he accepted a body. It was deformed, you know. It was. There's no experience in this world of this kind of ecstasy. It is only manifested by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Maybe some of his closest may also have manifested some of these symptoms. We are speaking now a complete different topics. Okay. You hear exactly, then you will understand. Your question, I cannot. And this is also not controlled. Good. So our attitude should be from one of humility. If we think that we are being done wrong, still we should be patient. And under no circumstance should we work for our own position. That should be our aim. Slow and steady wins the race. Our march towards the infinite is a long journey, not to be finished in a few hours, few days, a few years. Eternal existence, destination, eternal existence, consciousness, and fulfillment, ecstasy, are the three principles of the ultimate destination. First, we must eliminate this mortal existence. Then we must satisfy our reason, our consciousness. And finally, we must satisfy our heart. Our heart means there's the place where the Lord is residing. We must deal with humility and forbearance. We must not allow any ulterior purpose or temptation to induce us to give up our search for Sri Krishna. Let the satisfaction of Guru, Gauranga, Krishna, and the Vaishnavas be our only object. Our purity of purpose must always be very scrupulously maintained. We should think, alone I shall go on with my duty. I won't be always searching for someone to come and help me. Let them do their duty. This is my duty. We should be conscious that hindrances and obstacles are almost sure to attack us. But we must deal with them with humility and forbearance. So this life is not a life of comfort. Whatever you do, not know about yourself. Krishna knows. What is there underground in the innermost subconscious region of my heart? He can see. He can also see. If you remember this as you move and live, you cannot but be purified. This should be the presence of Krishna. We always should be conscious of it. Whatever I think, whatever I do, whatever may happen, I may not understand. So he can see. He is in the innermost subconscious region of your heart. He can also see. If you remember this as you move and live, you cannot but be purified. In this way, step by step, we can increase our Krishna consciousness, that we are becoming conscious. Whatever I do, it is seen. There's always a witness. He is the witness sitting in our heart. He knows. At every step towards him, one feels wonder. We find no end to that feeling. Krishna is infinite. He is the wonderful wonder of wonders. Though we see many around us falling or retreating, We must go forward. Progress means eliminating one thing and accepting another. God works wonders. His ways are filled with miracles. We should be prepared for that. We should be prepared that all the knowledge of this world, all our experience will prove to be wrong. Happy ends. Maybe one line more, sentence. The tendency to want to know everything is a disqualification. This is the thing that you want to understand everything by your logic, by your reading thousands of books. You want to understand everything, but this is a disqualification. How can you understand Krishna? You're so insignificant. It is a defect to want to understand everything about divinity. Knowledge may be a qualification here in this world, but in relation to the transcendental truth of the highest order, the tendency to want to know everything is a disqualification. So this is the kind of devotee, before they not can understand it logically something, they will not make a step forward. So they are automatically, they cannot cross the line between this mundane plane and the transcendental plane. Because there you cannot, you have to give up to see things like you see it in this world, because there everything is possible there. Here you are completely like in a cave, you know. You can only move. In a prison, you know. You can only move as big as the prison is. And but there it is without beginning, without end, everything possible there. So knowledge may be a qualification here in this world, but in relation to the transcendental truth of the highest order, the tendency to want to know everything is a disqualification. We can try to apply our reason or our standard of measurement to the movements of the infinite. Vaishnavas cannot be judged by their garments. One is judged to be a Vaishnava by his internal realization. Those who have the real eye to see the internal realization don't care for any external dress. This we have to also watch ourselves. It is very important. Otherwise you will not understand what is spiritual, realize who is Vaishnava and who is not. Those who have the real eye to see the internal realization won't care for any external dress or everything external, nothing else. Oh, time is not complete over. There's a question or something.
What is the main qualification to go further? To understand and go further in this direction, as it was said. What is the main qualification one has to have?
For
go further in spiritual life.
Trinada Visunijina, Darora Visahishtana Marina Manadena Kirtaniya Sadahari. More humble to be more humble than a blade of grass, more tolerant than a tree, to give respect to all living beings, and do not expect anything in return. We are insignificant living beings here, Jivatmas. We are just sitting in a small compound here, and somebody who thinks, oh, I am great, I know this, or I have understood something, he is disqualified. He will never understand. It is not possible. So this attitude of humility, sincerity, and always see ourselves as a servant of the Lord. We are not servant of the mankind. Don't think like this. Some devotees, they think if I do service to the outsiders, this is service to God. No. Service to God is a personal thing. You are Guru and Gauranga. We are serving only to please them. When they are pleased, then all those who are connected with us, they will also get all the blessing. But if you work for karmic results in the outside, even if it's good, you will only get karma. You will be bound to this material plane. So we have to become like a tool in Krishna's hand. We are doing what he wants. We are servants. This is the mentality of a servant. You may like as you want. I am moving like you want. And this means we have to become conscious of him first. And this is step by step we have to go. It will not go, as he said, Srimad said, in 2 hours or in 1 week or a few months or even years or life. The realist, we have to see reality. All other things we say in one life, we go back to Krishna. This is imagination, fantasy. You can go, yes, you can attain Krishna, Vaikuntha, Goloka in 1 second. But then you must forget whatever you have learned and whatever you know about spiritual life, material life. All this is useless. You cannot use there. That's because we should become inquisitive and take the position of a servant. I do not know anything. I do not understand. Because if you think you understand Vaikuntha, if you think you understand, then you are not allowed to. You're disqualified. So we have to approach like this, Lord. I do not know, I do not understand. And then everything will come when we keep this attitude of servant, of the servant, of the servant, of the servant, in a humble way, and sincerity must be there. Without sincerity, we will not be able to go on. As soon as one obstacle comes or one thing I have to difficult to manage it, I will quit Krishna. I will say, you cannot help me, so I have to do. You must take this risk. Yes, my Lord, you may do, you may help me or you may not, as you like. But I'm yours. How such persons who are surrendered like this, how close they come to God, Krishna. You have tried to experience it. So if you think, I can never, then you know also why not. Everything becomes clear then. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Chaitanya Nityananda ki jai. Jai Shiva Gurudev. Leela Bhavishtam Vishupad Brahmahamsa Jigacharya. Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Gaur Premanandi.